It's not Yutero's fault. I know that. I wander the streets aimlessly, but no matter where I go, every street, every corner, every store, it all tainted with my memories of Miyuki and Aoi. I can't get them out of my head. Meanwhile, my frustration builds. I need to vent, but how? As usual, the batting cages are empty. I sit on the bench, bat in hand, staring into space. My emotions swell in my chest until they're fit to burst, then sink into a vague, shapelessness which swirls around my gut. With no choice of release, I it piles up like sludge. Ew. Time ticks by. So apparently there's a lot of bad endings. Wait. Oh, okay. Let me not read this anymore. Secretly, I gotten my hopes up. Here I am at our old childhood hangout, the place where I once changed my fate. And somehow I convinced myself that maybe coming here would change my mind. But I couldn't hit a single ball, not even to take a single swing. Ha ha. I laugh weakly at my own sorry state of affairs. I never hated myself more than my entire life. Typical idiot. I hear a familiar sound. A small black kitten taunters from under the bench. Oh, is that you? The transceiver cat sweetly replies, if Air was here, then. Shinichi, where have you been? Well, why bother coming back now? Are you here to point and laugh? No. Why are you here? Oh, I get it. You're here to patch things up. You think Miyuki and I have to get together, right? So you're trying to set me on the right route or whatever? Aoi missed you. Once you're en route, the other girls are supposed to fade into the background. So Aoi wasn't supposed to see you anymore. But Aoi missed you so much. This conversation is too little too late. And yet, all at once, I'm filled with self-loathing. Why aren't you going to the play? Are things not working out with Miyuki? Did you kiss her? No. She'll be kissing someone, but it won't be me. Don't you want to? I'm done talking about this. So you do want to. I said I'm done. You want to kiss her. Shut up. I don't deserve to. She's very clearly out of my... Oh my gosh, I hate this! I'm about to skip this in the next playthrough, I swear. Even I'm not that stupid. You don't know that. Sure I do. How long are you going to keep living in a fantasy world? This isn't a game, this is real life. I can't change who I am, I've tried. God isn't real, miracles aren't real. My mouth moves on its own accord, blurting out all the things that I could never say before. And your God isn't real either. Aoi suddenly grabs a baseball bat. Let's make a bet. What? I was gonna hit a home run. She moves into the batter's box. Then she takes up a batting stance, just as we taught her. And if Aoi does hit a home run, you have to tell Miyuki how you feel. Excuse me? Don't be ridiculous. She doesn't respond. The ball whistles towards her and she swings her bat. Wait, does she actually... 1 hour later. Damn. Her swing is completely off. She hasn't even grazed the ball for a while now, and yet she keeps swinging anyway. She knows she can't hit a home run, but she keeps trying anyway. You'd think she'd have given up by now, but she doesn't. But she hasn't. That form is bad. The momentum sends her tumbling to the ground. After using up all her energy, she's too exhausted to stand. Come on, just give up already. No, Aoi will never give up. Not until you tell Miyuki you love her. I told you I can't. Yes, you can. You're just being a stubborn ass. Aoi heaves herself to her feet, using her bat to support her. Once Aoi hits a home run, you have to have faith. I keep telling you God isn't real. Is to! Huh? Is to. Aoi's met God. And God can update the universe. Which means miracles are real too. Your wish can come true. And Aoi can hit a home run. Aoi knows Aoi can do it. Why? She reaches grabs a baseball lying on the ground. Then she clings it up at the net. Barely it falls short of the target. Why can't Aoi do it? Aoi. She shrinks down. Her shadows wavers along the ground. She whispers faintly. Listen, Shinichi. The past few days, my phone calls, they won't go through. So Aoi can't ask God to save the game, and Aoi can't make an update patch either. Whoops, I don't do that. Do you think God abandoned me? Was Aoi ever a romance option in the first place? Aoi's been gone all this time. I can picture her arms up in the air transmitting to God in the phone that has no signal. She's so far removed from reality. Her God is the only emotional support she has. Without it, she... But you taught me so much. You gave me joy. and excitement and sadness and pain and all the other feelings in this universe. It's thanks to you that Aoi is who Aoi is today. Whoops. And now, Shinichi, you're my new god. I'm her god? Wait, what? Please help me. I need something to believe in. Please tell me my feelings are valid. Help me believe in love? What? Um, is this the choice that you were talking about? Because I feel like I've taken the wrong route. Okay, you know what? I'll help her to believe. Okay, so I'm cheating a little bit. I'm only reading. Apparently, the route that I'm on, it wouldn't have mattered if I got zappy with her or not. Apparently, according to this, it would have been the same damn outcome. But that's it. They won't tell me the results. They just say which. Okay, so I'm gonna stop cheating now and go back to this because I was already gonna hit her to make her believe, but now they're just apparently that's good. So let's keep going. I walk over to look at the bat lying on the ground. There's blood on the grip from where Aoi was holding it. Slowly, I pick it up, Shinichi, and stand in the batter's box. I assume my batting stance. Then I focus my energy on everything directly in front of me. What's gotten into me? Even I'm not entirely sure. Ordinarily, I'd never make it this far. Instead, I find a way to get out of it. And yet here I am. Maybe I have Aoi to thank for this. I can feel my heart pounding. I haven't felt this way in years. The pinching machine will shoot the ball, and with perfect form on Pirate Miyuki's, I'll send it rocketing back, directly into the home run target. I've had this same fantasy 1,000 times. The pitching machine fires the ball. So far, so good. Oh yeah, I should probably also stress that I do not know how any of the other routes will play out. I want to make that clear. So technically, there's still whatever reaction you want from me, you still might get it, I guess. My swing misses completely. I promptly collapse on the ground. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Shinichi. Holy shit. I can't stop laughing. I have no excuse for this shameful display. I failed to hit a home run. I failed to make a miracle happen. And yet, somehow I feel like I'm walking on cloud nine. Shinichi? Thank you, Ao. We. With your help, I finally swung a bat again. Now I can just start over. It's not too late, right? Oh, right. Sorry, but I've got somewhere to be. I'm going to see Miyuki. This time I'm going to tell her how I feel. Got it! As I get ready to take off, Aoi raises her hand. Shinichi, you're so cool. Hardly. No, really, you're the coolest. Until we meet again. A brand new Aoi will be waiting for you in another route. So I did make the right choice. Wow. I have no talent. I'm a gutless loser, a wimp, a nobody. This is all true. I'm no prince. I can't hit a home run, and Miyuki's totally out of my league. It's a fact, plain and simple. And yet, I think back to Aoi swinging her bat until she could hardly stand. Was she pathetic? Were her tears wasted? No. With her help, I finally found the strength to take a swing. Home run or strike, it doesn't matter. All I have to do is keep trying. I understand that now. No matter how many times I told myself to let go, no matter how many times I pretend it wasn't real, my feelings were always there, right from the very start. I've always looked for her. She was my everything. And so what if I didn't transform into a prince for my happy ending? So what if real life doesn't work that way? I'm done lying to myself and now about how I feel. So I'll find her. Grab the ticket off the table. 15 minutes left until the show starts. Run, Forrest, run! I forced my leaden feet to carry me all the way to the school. Flinging off my shoes in a hurry, I head to the old gymnasium where the performance is to be held. Here, take it. I'm so out of breath I can scarcely hold the conversation with the dark ticket clerk. Exhausted, I stumble my way into the auditorium. Most of the seats are already full. Just 5 minutes left until the show starts. The crowd buzzing with excitement and curiosity. Desperately, I search the room. Oh, he just screams out Miyuki. Shinichi? The gym goes dead silent. All at once, everyone's eyes on me. It's like I'm on stage again. I'm just a bit player compared to her. And I'm sure my lines will be laughed at, but this isn't an act. What's the matter? I need to tell you something. My breath's so ragged, I force the words out and full volume. I love you. Huh? It's the truth. All this time, I've never been able to admit it, but I love you, Miyuki. Oh, I see. She looks like she's fighting back tears. I gasp for breath. Thank you? Her expression falters just a bit. I always hoped you would say that. She whispers in a tiny voice only I can hear. I walk up to her and take her hand. Whoa, hold it! What are you doing? The show's about to start. Oh, come on, Haru! Fan outreach. Just like that, Miyuki switches back to her usual persona. He says he's my biggest fan. Your fan? Yeah, he loves my acting and wants to support me. Is that true? Yeah, of course, isn't that right? This must be a spur of the moment cover story. Otherwise, my actions will cause drama for Miyuki and the rest of the theater club. If I don't want to destroy this performance, then my only option is to go along with it. It's written all over Miyuki's face. Let's talk after the show, okay? Let's go, Haru-chan. Oh, okay. Miyuki walks off. The performance is about to start. As it would, as a would-be fan, I can only watch her go. I know I should, and yet, wait. Miyuki stops short, her back still turned. If you go up to that stage, if this place falls, that's script. Well, what is it? Her persona slipping. I had one goal in coming here. My objective was to tell her how I felt. Honestly, I ought to have planned for whatever happened after that, but I hadn't. Shinichi? I can see the pleading look in her eyes, begging me to steal her away, but it's too late. Break a leg out there. Miyuki disappears backstage without another word. Weakly, I collapse into an empty chair. I'm too exhausted to move. It was too late. Too late to change anything. I'm utterly powerless. Am I making a choice to stand my ground here? No. I'm just unable to move. And now, she's going to kiss some other guy. The curtain rises and to loud applause. On stage, Miyuki suddenly starts swinging. In the silent auditorium, all that can be heard is the sound of her bat cutting through the air. Her swing is flawless, and it doesn't speak, but her actions do the talking for her, grabbing the audience's attention. But this is still child's play for Miyuki. Here, in the audience, my eyes are glued to her. Her voice echoes in my ears. Her words seep down to my soul. For every move perfectly captures my attention. Every tiny gesture captivates me, and her lips. The more I watched, the more anxious I became. At this point, I can't even follow the plot. Something about a baseball player filling in a spot at the girls' softball team. The moment the male actor enters my line of sight, I feel queasy. I'm tempted to jump up out of my seat and make a beeline for the door. I want to disappear. My body won't move. Then the climactic final scene arrives. I can't take it. I just don't have it in me. I want to get out of here. I need to leave. Now. I don't want to have to watch this. I don't care if the whole audience laughs at me. My chest feels like it's going to explode. I can't take this agony. Shinichi. Huh? Then I realize Miyuki's supposed to be performing right now. She's in the middle of her beautifully executed kiss scene. But as the two draw close, her lips twist into the faintest hint of misery. But no one sees the slip in her flawless acting. No one but me. I don't care about the play anymore. I just care about Miyuki. I want to save her from her suffering. And to that end, I have to wreck this performance. The distance between them closes to slow motion. Think of something, dude. Throw a shoe. I need to call her name. I need to ruin the performance and save her. I need to ruin the performance and save her. I jump to my feet in the middle of the audience, and just before their lips meet, the stage goes dark. Who did it? Who did it? It's a blackout. The bro. Who did it? Was it Aoi? Was it Yutaro, the bro? Wait, no, he's working. This is the first time being on the roof at night. Above me, countless stars sparkle in the sky. Yeah, the city below twinkles just as bright. As a view, I'm short I could never get tired of. There you are. How do you know where to find me? Please, I know how you think. No cast party? They're a little busy right now. That was one hell of an ending, that's for sure. After the power outage, the performance was cut short. I imagine there was a bit more to the story after that kiss scene. So while the main plot was resolved, the play itself ended on a somewhat unsatisfactory note. They said that kind of short circuit tripped the breaker. Interesting. Especially since the rest of the school seems to be unaffected. What? Miyuki shoots a soft glare. Reflexively, I take a step back. I I didn't do anything. I didn't say you did. You wouldn't happen to know anything about how it happened, would you? Of course not. You got out of your chair right before it happened, yes? You saw? I was watching you from the moment all the blood drained from my face. You should pay more attention to your performance. Please, I was doing just fine. Until the moment the kiss, anyway. Anyway, you swear you didn't do it? Miyuki squints at me dubiously. I mean, admittedly, if the power hadn't gone out, it's entirely possible I would have wrecked the show myself, but all I did was stand up. You weren't giving the signal? What signal? They found this at the scene. She pulls something out of her pocket and hands it to me. A hairpin? It's the same hairpin I gave to Aoi. There's a witness who claims they saw a girl in a kitty onesie during the performance. Oh, she's a bro. But she figured it was just part of the show, so she didn't say anything. I see. No normal person would wear an eye-catching getup like that and sneak in somewhere. Emphasis on normal. Are you going to hunt her down? The club president certainly wants to. He's furious. But God only knows where she might be now. I actually ran into her before I came here. What? She showed me up to the batting cages with Erud in tow. She was the one who encouraged me to come see you. You see, or I see, her gaze is tinged with a tiny hint of sadness. How is she these days? She seems to be doing pretty okay. I'm glad. We left things in such an awful note. Yeah, our friendship may be over, but I guess it's her way of showing that she still supports our relationship. Fingers curl around the hairpin and the gift that was once a symbol of their bond. Hey, Miyuki, want to climb up? Sure. I lead Miyuki up to the ladder, to the rooftop. There are no words to begin to describe it. Morning and evening, a view up here is completely breathtaking. But the view at night surpasses them both by far. It really does feel like we're at the center of the universe, huh? I could believe it. The earth, sky, each transformed into seeing the glimmering lights. The two of us found ourselves too engrossed to notice the bitter, biting cold. Say, Miyuki, have you heard the school legend from about the rooftop? What? There's a legend? Miyuki's flaming teeth give her away completely. Oh, right. Of course I've heard about it. I got invited up here all the time, you know. Plus, it was the reason you first confessed your feelings to me. I told you to forget that ever happened. Sorry. If two people share a kiss on the roof, their love will be eternal. Pretty sure every single person who goes on to our school knows about it. Do you think it's true? I don't believe in rumors. It's just not the sort of person I am. But I guess maybe I'm willing to try. Did Aoi change your mind? Yuki nods. She pauses for a moment, then looks directly into my eyes. Listen, Shinichi, will you help me make this place the center of my universe? I mean, I only have one option. Nod. I nod my head and move in close. We gaze into each other's eyes. She smiles relieved. This is the real Miyuki. The girl behind the stage persona. And I'm the only one she shows herself to. She closes her eyes. I gently put my arms around her, magnetized by her charm. I kiss her. Finally! We've loved each other for so long, and we've tried to hide it all this time. But now our kiss will bind us together for eternity. My heart pounds with joy as my senses begin to fade, until all that's left is Miyuki. I feel like I'm on cloud 9, or floating in space. Promise me. Promise me you'll never let me go, Shinichi. Life is not a highway. Life is a staircase. You just gotta keep climbing. Otherwise, if you start to overthink it, you'll have trouble taking the next step. There are no branching paths. No point regretting the actions you didn't take. They say life is a series of choices. That's nonsense cooked up by the old and bitter. Yesterday leads to today, and today leads to tomorrow. One step at a time. What lies ahead? Ludes! Oh, that's right. Ludes. Thanks, Captain. Wait, what? That's ridiculous. You really want to see? Well, I suppose guys can't help it after all. Ah, now I understand. Damn right I'm a guy. I'll make a special exception for you, okay? I can feel my rational brain crumbling away. As pure emotion starts to drown it out, I promised I wouldn't lie to myself anymore. Now it's time to take the lead and... Cut it out, Shinichi. Stop acting crazy. What the hell? Wake the hell up already. I'm not crazy. I love you, Miyuki. Oh, thanks? Miyuki, I want you. Get a grip! Ow. Huh? Is this real life? What do you think, genius? Oh, I was dreaming. I'm sorry. As punishment, no breakfast for you today. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me, mistress. Oh, you really want to eat my cooking, I'll do anything. It's not every day I get the chance to start off my day with some of Miyuki's delicious home cooking. I'll even prostrate myself if I have to. So, Miyuki, are we in the clear? Are we in the clear? Are we at the good ending? Even if you want it that badly, I suppose I can reconsider. You mean it? Under one condition. What's that? Well, you see. Yes? Kiss me. I want a good morning kiss. Okay? Alright, we made it. Phew! We succeeded. We made it. We made it. Yes. 見えたぞ。 Ending ga mieto zo. I step out of the bathroom. Thinks that was a bit too much excitement for in the morning. I certainly wasn't expecting Miyuki to demand a kiss first thing after I woke up. Man, that kiss. The memory is enough to make me blush all over again. Her face was bright red the whole time, of course. So she was so goddamn cute. Then I caught myself wishing the moment would last forever. The other embarrassing shit like that? Shinichi? Oh, right, coming. I find myself standing in the middle of the hall for no reason. If I keep zoning out like this, Miyuki will have slaved over the hot stove for nothing. Man, I'm so lucky I get to eat her home cooking first thing in the morning. Wait, hold on a second. What is she even doing here this early in the first place? Shinichi, you don't have a proper morning routine, do you? If you don't form good habits while you're young, it's gonna come back to bite you when you're older, you know? No sense in worrying about it now, though. Why shouldn't I worry? I mean, we kissed on the roof, didn't we? Yeah. So? So what? If two people who share a kiss, their love will be eternal. You seriously believe that dumb rumor? What, don't you? Oh my god, she actually believes it. I guess I can't be too surprised knowing how she is. Now, eat up before your breakfast gets cold. I lied to my parents and said I had morning rehearsal, so you better clean your plate, got it? Thanks. The table is lined with grilled fish, miso soup, pickled plums, sesame spinach salad, and pure unadulterated Japanese breakfast. Too bad I don't like fish, otherwise I think that would good. It seems plain and functional at first glance, but holy shit. What? This is delicious. I don't know how you do it, but you knock it out of the park every single time. It feels more like a feast rather than a regular old breakfast. Oh, please, it's nothing special as that. I was only able to bring a handful of ingredients after all. Yuki's so cute when she tries to be humble, especially when she's blushing. I can't help but want to tease her more. What's this? I detect a hint of your famous secret ingredient. What? I don't have a famous secret ingredient. Sure you do. I put on my award-winning smile. It's seasoned with... Oh my god, this is the cheesiest crap. You quad. Don't get so full of yourself. Good morning. Hey, get over here. We don't have to do this, you know. But you're my boyfriend. Why don't we just walk to school together? Pulls me along by the hand. Can't argue the point anymore. As we head through the crowds of people on our way, the school can feel weird vibes from everyone we encounter. Yuki can be in love with me, but it doesn't change the fact that she's objectively out of my league. It's surprisingly calm, I see. It's just an act on the outside. My heart's pounding like crazy, stated like a true thespian. Only an actress of her caliber would be able to mask her agitation as well. I'm not a good actor though. Oh, suck it up already. Side by side, we approach the gates. At this point, I'm already over it. The haters can stay mad for all I care. Nothing can possibly faze me now. I can't do it. Okay, maybe I lied. But we need to do this to win everyone over, remember? I know, but I'm not emotionally prepared. Don't be such a baby. Now come on. Whoa. Not so fast. I stumble into the classroom, then she steps in after me. Good morning. She greets the room casually, just as the same as always. One by one, our classmates greet her in kind. I could hear confusion in their voices, but nevertheless, the crowd around their queen as usual. Evidently, the whole class has already heard the news and that we walked to school together. I can feel some curious stares pointed in my direction, and I can see my male classmates grinning at me, some of whom ordinarily never would have noticed I existed. A few came up to clap me on the back. See, you know what? That's respect, though. That's respect. Because usually they would have been staring daggers at you, but the fact they clapped you on the back, that's respect. That's respect. They respected the hustle. They respected the hustle. Ow, that hurts. Cut it out, guys. I noticed some of them have taken this opportunity to vent their jealousy. Well, that's to be expected. Come on, guys. Give me a break. But I know they're mostly joking. Besides, I figured they'd haze me somehow. And though admittedly, I'm a teensy bit disappointed with how easily they came around. If only every day could be like this. Just then, I got a nasty wake-up call. A single scrap of paper waits for me on my desk. Is this a club resignation form? Apparently not. The words club resignation form is scribbled out. Instead, the words letter of expulsion have been printed above the flowery calligraphic script. I'm sure the letter is signed by Akibono. Wow, Utaro. Why did he bother making it so fancy? Then I see the contents of the letter. Die! Utaro. Letter in hand, I quietly approach this desk. I find him staring down in silence, his hands trembling faintly. I swear, I didn't know things between me and Miyuki were going to turn out like this. I was trying to hide it from you, but that doesn't change the fact that I hurt you. I'm sorry, Utaro. I feel really bad about this, but I promise I won't do it again, so... I gently set the letter back on his desk. Can't we keep goofing around every morning like always? Besides, with me gone, the Boys Dream Club won't have enough members to avoid being shut down. So it makes sense to... Okay. Private Shinichi. No, former Private Shinichi. You appear to be operating under a grave misunderstanding. I am. Do you know why it is called the Great BD Club chronically suffers from the dire shortage of members? Because you're obnoxious? No! I'm afraid not! I mean, I am, but that's not the reason. So he admits he's obnoxious. So, then, why do the Boys in Dream Club members chronically suffer from a shortage of members, you ask? The answer lies in the oath sworn by the BD Boys. As a member of the BD Club, you must always remain in pursuit of your dreams. Alright, this sounds familiar. Yes, we can call them dreams only because they remain out of reach. But you have already achieved yours. The lofty dream known as Sone Miyuki. Isaro. As captain of the Boys in Dream Club,